Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the official details for the North American Fan Festival ticket sales. People have been asking me, when are we going to get this information? Well, apparently today is the day. Now, we don't get everything from this post, but we do get some of the more important things, including whether or not you'll even be able to buy a ticket. But without further ado, let's get into the details. First of all, it says that this is going to include information on how players with active subscriptions will have purchase priority ahead of general sales. This is something they have done in previous years, and in my experience, unless they reserve tickets for general sales, there tends to not be any tickets after the purchase priority. So I don't know if that'll happen again this year, but that's my expectation. But maybe there's information later on, so let's just keep reading. They're excited to be hosting in-person events, and in July 28th, can't wait for that. But Fan Festival 2023 in Las Vegas teaser website is now live and will offer previews of what is to come. Right now, it is an FAQ and hey, this website exists, get excited. So I would bookmark it, maybe look back, but normally they'll make updates to that site and then post about it on the Lodestone. So if anything does happen, if you just check the Lodestone frequently enough, that'll usually be enough. Now, ticket costs $199.99 USD per ticket, plus taxes and fees. Steeper than the last few. Granted, I'm not too surprised given the venue choice, and we also don't know what kind of things will come with it. Number one, ticket sales are final and an ID will be required to pick it up at the event. And as for the actual ticket and what it gets you, it allows you to participate in the 2-day in-person event, exclusive concerts each evening that will not be streamed. A physical goodie bag featuring event-themed items will also be provided. And if I'm not mistaken, they normally, or at least, oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, I remember, I think last Fan Fest for Shadowbringers, man, it was such a long time ago. I think they sold the tickets and the digital items separately. I can't remember if that's how it worked, so I don't know if that includes any sort of digital items or if it is going to just include them automatically. I don't know. It doesn't say. It says contents to be revealed. So I guess that's TBD, but I think last time they had them separated, so I'm not 100% certain. Player exclusive ticket purchase opt-in. Now this is where things get a little bit dicey. To ensure that we're serving the ever-growing community, we have worked to create our largest fan festival ever in North America. Our focus has been accommodating a much larger audience this time, which has led to a desire to revamp the process of purchasing tickets. To avoid the rush and long queues we expect during online ticket sales, we have chosen to simplify the experience by first asking interested players to indicate their desire to purchase tickets by opting into a random drawing. During this period, players with active subscriptions who possess a North American Square Enix account simply need to register their desire to purchase via our application form while it is available. Now, a North American Square Enix account means your game was purchased and registered in North America. There are differences between the different regions and their codes, but the big thing here is it is a lottery system. Even if you apply, it is a random drawing, meaning you do not know if you will be selected. Now, this is how it's been for the Japanese fan festivals for quite some years. They are simply bringing that process over to North America, which, much like with housing, is a bit of a divisive topic. Some people like not needing to open 15 browsers and just take the first one that loads and have you and your friends do it and everyone's trying to make sure they got it. Instead, this is going to eliminate all of that, but in exchange, you don't know if you'll be selected in order to actually get a ticket. And we also don't know the exact number of tickets. They've only said a much larger audience, and we know that where they are holding the event can hold over, I think, like 120,000 people or something in that capacity. Now, that's if they were to rent out the whole thing, which is unlikely. So we're more likely to see something in the tens of thousands of range and not something in the hundreds of thousands of range. So again, it's a bit divisive. I'm sure some people are going to, just like with housing, throw their name in the lottery and walk away with nothing. But hey, at least it's not only one winner like it is with housing. Now, the application period is actually just for the next week. So if you're seeing this and it's past Saturday, February 25th, you're kind of SOL when it comes to that. Registering your desire to purchase tickets does not guarantee you will be selected to receive an access code. Being selected does not require you to make a ticket purchase, meaning if you apply now and decide later you don't want it, then that's fine. they'll probably just either email someone else or maybe they'll put it into general sales. That's how they've kind of done it in the previous years. However, we ask that you register your interest only if you're planning to make a purchase, obviously. After the application form closes, a drawing will be held and players who are selected will be contacted by Friday, March 3rd. So that means that's the latest date. You could be contacted earlier via the email registered to the Square Enix account used in the application process. An announcement will also be posted on the English 14 Twitter account once selection notification emails have all been dispatched to the selected players. That means it doesn't sound like you'll get an email if you're not selected. You'll only get an email if you are selected. So if you don't have an email by that date, don't assume anything was wrong. You just didn't get selected. They will be delivered from no reply at xmail.square-enix.com. So if you see anything that is not from that and it says that you've won, do not click it, do not trust it, and make sure that you check your spam, junk, or promotion mailboxes once the dispatch has been done. Yeah, and it even says players who are not selected will not be contacted. Then you'll have the actual ticket purchasing site, which is being done via ShowClicks. If you click this now, it actually just has all of the same exact information. So nothing really fancy. Player exclusive ticket purchase access codes. If you have been selected, you'll get a one-time access code that allows you to purchase up to 2 tickets during the player exclusive ticket window. Players who possess a unique access code will not need to rush to purchase tickets immediately upon commencement, as the player exclusive purchase window will last for several days and there will be adequate tickets on sale to ensure that every player with a code can purchase up to 2 tickets. What this also means is that if a player only purchases a single ticket, it may actually, again, either go into general sales or maybe they pull more people. They're not talking about that in the future. I'm just thinking about logically what makes sense. If there's enough tickets that every player selected can buy 2, and if they don't buy 2, that means there's lots of leftover tickets. And I'm sure there are going to be people who only buy 1 ticket. Can purchase at any time during the week-long period as long as players possess the required code. So the actual purchase time will be between Monday, March 6th and Monday, March 13th. So you have about that week. And then any unsold tickets will be sold during the general sale. So yeah, any tickets that don't get claimed. So yeah, I mean, everything I just predicted before, it says it right here. Tickets will not be available for purchase on site at the event. So don't show up trying to buy them. General sales period will be Wednesday, March 15th. And then, of course, ticket purchase limits, only a single code maximum of 2 tickets. During the general sales period, it's also only going to be 2 tickets. And then if you want to apply and you meet the requirements, the application form is at the very bottom of the post. Like I said, this is going to be quite divisive for some people. I mean, from a lot of people, especially anyone who has been dealing with housing lottery. Let's just say, NA, we're not a big fan of it. And I'm sure my comment section is going to be lit ablaze. Please don't dislike the video just because you don't like what their news is. I'm just telling you what it is. But I mean, it is what it is. Realistically, I would feel better knowing the total number of people they were planning on hosting. I guess in some facets, maybe I wouldn't be happier with that information because it may not sound like a big enough number and it may make the idea of getting tickets through like general sales or not being selected or whatever, it might make it more stressful. But I don't know. I'm always just I want more information kind of person. And this is just, I mean, it's the basics. It's everything we need to know. But the one thing we don't know is the one thing I wish we did know. Either way, I've already put in my application. I have no idea what they're doing for like creators or whatever. So I'm, of course, going to get into the application just like everyone else. And fingers crossed, because we will be finding out in just a short couple of weeks who's going and who isn't. But with that, be sure to put in your application, and thank you for watching the video. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned. I'll have more information regarding this as, FanFest gets closer. So thanks, everyone. I'll see you all in the next one, and until then, take care.